Welcome, everyone, to our weekly Torah learning of spreading more light into the world. We always like to start off with giving because how we give, that's how Hashem gives to us. Let's give generously so Hashem will give us generously. I'm going to put some coins in the tzedakah box. Please join me from home. Tzedakah is protection. We always like to start off with Tehillim because the Tzemach Tzedek said if we only knew the power of Tehillim, we would say it day and night. And we are dedicating this Tehillim to all the Chaylim and Chaylot, the IDF, that Hashem should protect them, and Hashem should protect all Am Yisrael and Klal Yisrael around the whole world. I'm going to say some names of Tehillim as well. Refuah Shalema for Yosef ben Devorah Leah, Razel Bas Hadas, Yosef Yitzchak ben Bela, Rafal Chayamer ben Sima Chasha, Yosef Shlomo ben Risha, Devorah Leah Bas Yafa Liba, Mercedes ben Esther, Zipporah Bas Yocheved Zisel, Gershon Le ben Benucha, Dober Nachman ben Dabra Necha, and for Mayor Simcha ben Rifkadina, and everyone that needs, we're including you in this Tehillim. Lamnat, so we're saying Psalm 20, Kapitel Chaf. Lam Natseach Mizmar LeDavid Yancha Adonai B'Yom Sarah. Yisa Gevcha Shem El Hayakav Yishlach Ezracha Mikodesh. Umitzian Yisadeka Yiskar Kolmen Chaysecha Ve'elascha Yudash Nesela. Yitain Lacha Chelvavechka V'chol Atascha Yimalei. Narana Bishua Secha V'Shem Eleheinu Nidgal Yimalei Adonai Kol Mishal Secha. Ata Yidati Ki Ashia Adonai Mishicha Yanehu Mishmeka Shai B'Gvor Sisha Yiminai. Ela V'Recha V'Ela V'Susim V'Anachnu B'Shem Adonai Eleheinu Nasker. Hema karu v'nafaluva nachnu kamnu v'nesaydad Adonai Hashia melech yinenu v'yan karino. I do these classes weekly in memory of my dear grandmothers, Rivka Dina Bas Yosef Yehuda, I hope you're proud. Bela Bas Batala, I hope you're proud. I also dedicate this class to my great uncle, known as Chaim Beryl Shansky. He saved many in the Soviet Union. To save a life is saving a world, and he saved many in the Soviet Union. Chaim Dov Ben Betzalo. We also dedicate this class to Sanya Zahara Bas David, and she perished in a terrible fire. My friend's sister and sister-in-law. Hashem should send Mashiach immediately. And I do this in honor of my two special uncles that passed away this year. Not every gem is a giant. Not every giant is a gem. Rabbi Lipsker was both a gem and a giant. His full name is Reb Shalom Dober Ben Eliyahu Akiva. And I do this in honor of my other uncle. Every room he would walk in, the room would light up, and now the heavens are lit. And his name is Michal Vishetsky. His full name is Yechiel Michal Ben Moshe. They say when one passes away, they can't do mitzvahs down here anymore. So we do things for them in their honor. So we're dedicating these classes in honor of these very special people in my life. So today we have a really special guest with us, um, extra special guest, and I think everyone's going to be really excited. Uh, it's actually my cousin's son. He's my cousin, and he is 8 years old, and he goes to a Chabad school in Crown Heights, and he has his own little podcast going on where he sends out words of Torah every single week. And his father also has a YouTube channel that sometimes he incorporate. He's with him on the channel, so we'll talk about that a little later. And today he's going to talk about things that he's passionate about. And I'm so excited to welcome you, my cousin, the sweetest little boy. His name is, he's really not so small because he's so big in knowledge. His name is Chatzkel. And um, we're really excited to have him. So he's going to introduce his name to us, and his name's Chatzkel Langsam from Crown Heights, Brooklyn, and he goes to Oli Torah. And today we're going to discuss a couple of things that he's passionate about, and we're going to talk about it in a moment. So I just want to say welcome, Chatzkel. If you could say hello.
Well,
How old are you?
be-
He's 8 years old. And tell us a little bit about yourself.
so Chaya, first you should know that you said almost everything about me.
Almost everything. No, I think there's a lot more to say. There's such great things to say about you, but go on.
So I play keyboard by ear. Sometimes I play by events. Sometimes I just don't play.
Is that your
Sometimes
passion to play keyboard?
what?
Is it your passion to play music?
Mm-hmm.
So do you think maybe a little bit later you could play us a song, like at the end?
Yeah.
That would be fantastic. And what's your favorite type of music that you play?
Keyboard.
Keyboard, but like nigunem, what kind of music do you like to play?
Um, really any song.
Any song. So today you'll pick two of your favorite songs, you'll think about it, and you'll play it at the very end, okay?
Mm,
Okay, so let's start from the beginning. You are in what grade?
sorry.
You're in third grade. Okay. So today we're going to talk about a little bit about what you do, what you're passionate about. And I know that you're really connected. We spoke a little bit beforehand. You're very connected to the Lubavitcher Rebbe. But did you physically ever see the Rebbe like in 770? Like, how are you connected?
No.
I want to hear like your connection. So go for it.
So, um, I never ever saw the Rebbe ever in my life, but I'm still very close with him. I'm very closer to him. Um,
Makosha means like connected, right?
mhm.
Okay.
um, so some of the stuff that I do every day to come closer with him, I is number one, I is the picture of him in my bedroom. I have one right behind me, but I also have one in my bedroom, and I have a lot of them all around the house. And another thing I do is every day I learn the Hayim Yim that the Rebbe wrote, and I also say all the 12 psukim that the Rebbe instituted.
Wow. So two of my favorite things, I actually like put out the Hayom Yom almost every day. It's like brilliant. It's right. It's like little. Tell us a little bit about the Hayom Yom, what it means to you.
Um, Sometimes I just I just feel out of doing anything, but when I learned I am Yam, it just just makes me feel better and make me like it gives me more strength and a boost to do everything that I need to do
And
my day to day.
it's also like a lot of advice, right, in there.
Mm,
So
yeah,
it's the Rebbe wrote this Hayom Yom, and it's all like words from the previous Rebbe, from the Friedrich Rebbe, right?
letters from him.
Right. And it goes by day. So let's say it's like right now it's Bay's Ear, which is a very holy day. Could you tell us what Bay's Ear is? We're pre-recording
It's the birthday of the
the Rashab,
of the Marash.
the Rebbe Maharash. Sorry, the Rebbe Maharash. And what did the Rebbe Maharash stand for? Chachila Rebbe, right? Which
Mhm.
means, can you tell us what it means? To jump over
That
it?
yeah,
Could you
if like
explain that?
if the if like if the world says that, for example, a log liner parade, you need permission to make it in the street, but instead just do it without asking the police because they're obviously just gonna let if they just do it.
Right. No,
Just
no,
do
but we really have to, but we do have to ask for that. But I'm
it.
saying we should like do it with our full heart and like go for it.
Right.
Like we shouldn't just make like say like, oh, we're just gonna make this simple. We shouldn't do it over the top amazing,
Like
right?
if they say no, then we're still gonna do it.
Well, if they say no, then we're gonna ask again and again and again until we get the yes, no?
Right.
Which the police are amazing. They like are um very accommodating to all the amazing things that happen by 770, right? There's a lot of, but we need the police because they secure us. But I think that like what L'chachila River means is like if something comes in the way, like if you have an obstacle, if like something you're like you don't know what to do, you just go straight. Like you go open up the Torah, you see what the Torah says, and you just do it, right?
Hmm.
Instead of going on the side, asking someone that doesn't know the Torah. That's a simple example. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
Okay. So you said that you're passionate about Hayom Yom, which you explained it, which everyone should check out Chabad.org. It's on every single day. The Hayom Yom is great. It's a great resource. Just to enhance your day. It uplifts your day, right, Chatzkel?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was hearing from you. Okay. So, and you're very passionate about the 12 sukkim, but before we talk about the 12 sukkim, not everyone knows what that is. So we're gonna talk about it a little later. But from what I understood, because um we did a little background, that you wanted to share a story about your bubby, your great
Yeah,
grandmother.
yeah,
So I would love for you to give us a little bit of background and go for it. And it's also a Rebbe story, right?
yeah.
But tell us a little bit about her, because there was a book written about her, and she was a very special lady.
So, um, I'm gonna go straight to a man before I talk about her. So my great grandfather, um, Zadie Shimon Stillerman, he wanted,
I just want to interrupt for 1 minute. He was my grandfather. Your
I know,
great grandma? Yeah, Shimon.
my great,
And your great grandfather.
my great, and he needed papers to get out, fake passports to get out of Russia. So she went to my older baby Esther from the other side and from the future other side. And he asked her if she could make him papers. And and Bubby Esther didn't know if he's a spy or if he's actually saying the truth. So he, she called the person that made my school, Rabbi Michael Teitelbaum, and asked him if this Bahar, this young man, a real is really is not a spy. So Rab Michael Teitelbaum said that this person is a tamim, he's honest, he's yid, and all stuff like that.
And we vouched for him.
Yeah, and that was the
Because back in the
first.
day, wait, let's just give a little background. Back in the day in the Soviet Union, right? People were spies. It could look religious, but really they went and told on you if you were doing something wrong, like let's say keeping Yiddishkeit, religion, they would tell the Communist Party and then you'd go to jail, right? So everyone had to be very, very careful. So she didn't never heard of this man named Shimon Stillerman. So she asked the person that started your school, Rabbi Teitelbaum, what's his name?
Rab Michael Teitelbaum.
And he vouched for this man. Okay, continue.
That passport was the first big passport of many. So now we'll start the story named Bobby Esther's Hanukkah Miracle.
Before you start, I just want to say something very interesting. So she helped this man, Shimon Stillerman. She didn't know your Bubby's name, her maiden name was, I believe, I'm trying to remember,
Just a minute.
a Schusterman. That's right. She was a Schusterman. And she didn't know that she was really helping the future, because years and years later, your father was her offspring, her grandchild, right?
Right?
And Zadie Shimon, your mother was Zadie Shimon's granddaughter, and they got married. And she helped him because she was such a good lady, but she didn't even know that she's going to one day have future children from this man, right?
Right.
And you're the one, a living example. So it's very cool. She made Polish papers, and
Yeah.
she also worked alongside a few Hasidim, and one of them were both mine and your mother's great uncle, which was Chaim Berelshansky, who we honored on the class. He worked with. Reb Mendel Futterfass and Reb Muchkin. There was a whole bunch of people that used to do different things, and she used to also do Polish passports because basically Zadie Shimon didn't have papers, and in order to be able to like prove that you weren't a spy, you needed papers. So she also created those papers. That's what your mom told me from your. Okay, so now let's hear the story about your special bubby.
It
Could
was
you
a
hold it up? Wait
joyous.
1 second. Could you hold it up so everyone could see the top, the cover of it? Beautiful. Okay, it's a miracle. Okay.
Mhm. It was a joyous day. It was another joyous day of Hanukkah, and my Zadie Shmuel Langsam and his sister, his sister Sarah Langsam, they were both happy for another night of lighting them and around playing dreidels and eating latkes and donuts and all the other fun stuff. But Bobby Esther, she wasn't so happy. She was sick, and she went to she went to the doctor, and the doctor said that that she doesn't have enough time for. So she went to the train station, and she boarded a train. But before she boarded the train, she knew that she wasn't gonna get anything by like, just spending time with her family without like doing anything. So she took a train straight to Eastern Parkway, Eastern, Eastern 770 Eastern Parkway, and she went to Rabbi Chazakov and said that it's
Wait,
an emergency.
let's just tell everyone who Rabbi Chadakov was. Who was Rabbi Chadakov?
The Rabbi's main secretary. So she went to him and and she said that that and she told Rabbi Chadkov that she needs to have a yachidus with the rabbi. And Rabbi Chadkov said it's the daytime and the rabbi only has a yachidus by night, and you have to it's also Hanukkah, and the rabbi doesn't have yachidus on Hanukkah on Yom Tov. So, and Rabbi Chadkov said, if you want to have yachidus with the rabbi, you have to wait about 3 months. So she said, I can't wait 3 months. I'm about to pass away. Like I only have like one or 2 months left. So Rabbi Chadkov said, write a letter write a letter to the rabbi and that to meet him right after Mincha by his room, and then you'll talk to him. But she said, I don't know how to write in Hebrew because you have to write to the rabbi in Hebrew. So Rabbi Chadkov said, you see that bacher right over there? Go to him and he'll write it down for you. So she went to that bacher. Um, that bacher was Rabbi Label Groner, the Rebbe's future secretary, another of his secretaries, and she told him that he he needs to write for her letter. So he said, "What do you want to write?" So told her him she told him what she wanted to write, and then she gave it to Rabbi Chatzkel, and Rabbi Chatzkel gave it to the Rebbe, and after Mincha, the Rebbe spoke to her. So the Rebbe said that so Bobby Esther told the Rebbe all her troubles, and then the Rebbe answers, "I don't recognize you from Samarkand," which well, but the Rebbe and Rabbi Esther didn't know what the Rebbe was saying because the Rebbe was never in Samarkand. But what the Rebbe meant was that in the times what we just gave in background, she helped other families leave Russia with fake passports, so they could leave Russia. And then she had to board, get a ticket on a boat, and she also had to leave Russia. And she showed them the fake passports, and she got into a boat. I know this looks like the Titanic. It's not meant to be the. It's not the Titanic. She didn't really use it because the Titanic sunk, and she came to America, so that's impossible to be the Titanic. So the Rebbe said, "Go home."
Like meaning in Samarkand, she was she wasn't fearful. Like she just did
Right,
things.
right.
She was never afraid. And now the Rebbe's like, I don't recognize you because you're so scared right now. Is that what the Rebbe was saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Rebbe answered, "Go home, give the kids Hanukkah go, make latkes and donuts, and light the menorah, and that's and that's what she did. She went home and did what the Rebbe did, and so that's what I'm named after. That's what I'm named after. It's an AI picture. So
So that's her husband that you're named after?
yeah,
Okay. What's your full name?
Chatzkel Langsam. So from that bracha, she lived another 14 years, and they lived happily ever after. That's a real picture.
Wow. So she was such a holy lady and she helped so many people, Mesiras Nefesh in Russia. It was very scary times in Russia and the Soviet Union. And from helping so many people, the Rebbe gave her a bracha that she's going to live a long life, right? And he said, "Do
Mm-hmm.
not worry. You're being afraid for nothing. You did the hardest thing in Russia, and you're going to be okay." He said, "Go home, make latkes, donuts, play dreidel," and she lived 40 years on. And the story, did you think it was amazing with the story of Zadie Shimon, how she helped him in the end, and then
Yeah,
that it's like your mother comes from him, like her mom is her daughter,
right.
and it's also my Zadie. It's very, very cool. So when you save someone's life, you save like a whole world. It's true. It's like a whole new generation. And from that, it was almost like a reward. She got the cutest family from that, right? Your
Mm-hmm.
family. That's so special. So now let's talk about the 12 psukim because you said you're very passionate about the 12 psukim. Not everyone knows what the 12 psukim are. So if you could tell us what they are, where they come from, and maybe explain some of them. Because it's going to be 50 years, right? Since the Rebbe.
It is. It is.
Okay, so tell us about that. Okay, go for it.
So in 1976, the Rebbe taught us the 12 psukim, and I'm going to explain two of them. One of the two is the pasuk. Uh, hey, I just lost you. So the hafta is the is the pasuk that speaks about loving a fellow yid as yourself. Like I basically do that every day because when everybody comes to whenever they see snack, this happens to many kids. They yes, so I give them, and that's basically doing the mitzvah of the Ahavta, the pasuk of the Ahavta.
Can you tell
And
us all the words of Yahafta?
the Ahavta l'reacha Rabbi Akiva Eimer Zak Klal Gadabatera. Rabbi Akiva says that loving a fellow yid as yourself is the entire Torah.
Do you feel like you do that every day?
Yeah.
Love that. Okay, what's the next pasuk?
Yagaiti.
Tell us the words first.
Yagaiti v'lay matasi al tam. Yagaiti matasi al tamin. Yagaiti matasi tamin. It means that if 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 I tried hard and I didn't succeed, don't believe it. If you didn't try hard and you succeeded, don't believe him. If you tried and you succeeded, believe him. So this happened today. I don't know if I succeeded because today I had weekly Sunday tests and I tried and I got my mark back today. I tried and I got I think 85 or 95 success.
And you tried hard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you succeeded. That's amazing. So we can believe you.
Right.
Okay, so the 12th sukkim is protection, right? For children and adults. So it's really important to say it every day. You chose two of the 12th sukkim, right?
I
And
have I have it on I can get it on the screen now. But
okay, so Chatzkel, thank you so much for like telling us like your connection to the Rebbe and how you connect. Like you like to connect with Hayom Yom and the 12 Sukkim, which is very special, and you learn a lot of Torah and you go to school and that amazing story. We have a treat for all of you. He's going to share. You're going to tell us what you're going to play now. So let us know.
I'm gonna play the Niggin of I'm
Okay, go for it.
everything just stopped over here, so mm,
We're going to do is we're going to insert the videos because we couldn't hear the sound through Zoom. So we're going to get someone to put it in. You'll play some, maybe we'll even get more music played by you from our incredible musician, Chatzkel. And Chatzkel, could you just tell us your father's YouTube channel if anyone wants to check you out on YouTube?
It's also Spotify,
Also Spotify. What is it?
called My Shliach Story Hour.
My Shliach Story Hour. So we'll link that to the description of YouTube. And let's go one more thing. Do you want to leave off with a message for the viewers?
That everyone should continue being and having a lot of goodness and kindness, and be successful and honest.
Love that. Okay. Pascal, thank you so much for being our guest speaker today and inspiring us with two amazing things that I hope everyone's going to look into, which is Hayom Yom and the 12 Psukim. And I hope that you are going to come back again in the future. And God bless you. And you should do so well in everything that you do and continue to give your parents so much joy. And of course, Hashem and the Rebbe.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much, Chatzkel, for being our guest speaker. This is the first time that you're doing this on our program. We're so lucky and blessed.